I find that dry firing is like the most beneficial thing I could possibly do. And then second would probably be like a training course. So expand on that a little bit. Like dry firing, how important is that? What can you do? Just in the safety or inside your own home, where even if you don't have the time or the money or whatever to go get courses or even to just go to the range and unload 300 rounds, what can people do at home to stay up to date with their training as a concealed carrier?
So I've spoken to world champions, right? Like Max Michel, and they'll tell you, dry fire, man. Ammo costs money, right? Dry fire, dry fire. So, and that's if you really think about it. What makes me better than you, Jay? Right? The only thing that makes me better than you at shooting, right, would be well, I started carrying a gun in 1998. I started shooting in 1998. I put in a lot of time. I put in a lot of reps. I have, at home in my workshop, I have targets set up. I do my drawing practice constantly, right? I present my firearm. I have a little laser in my bore. I get the feedback from the target, right? I have multiple targets. I move around the room, and I do it constantly. So if I'm bored at home, I'm gonna say to myself, well, I'm gonna do some dry fire, right? So rather than watch another episode of something on HGTV, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go downstairs.
Or another J Costa USA YouTube video.
Like doom scrolling on the phone or whatever. I'd rather be a little bit more productive with my time. Go and do some dry fire practice, and it pays off. I tell people that the only difference between me and you is time on the gun. Really, right? And maybe I can deliver a lesson plan. Maybe I can demo a practice, right, so that you can see it. Because there's as an instructor, you have to be able to speak it, you have to be able to show it, you have to be able to demonstrate it, and you have to be able to fix it if the person's performing it wrong, right? So those are things that you want to be able to do. And time on proper repetitive practice builds automatic permanence, right, in your head. So you have to continue that practice. And because it costs you money to do all that stuff, home practice, your homework, makes sense.
Yeah. That's the one thing I've learned over the last couple of years. The dry firing is crucial, man. I saw a video on YouTube. I'm trying to remember where I saw it. It may have been like an old T-Rex Arms Lucas kid did those videos.
Great dude, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and there was a whole big thing, obviously, with the split.
I give him so much credit.
Yeah.
For somebody who didn't come from the military or law enforcement, to build what he has built.
And this scrawny little dude, right?
Much respect to you, Lucas. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And it seems like he shoots. I mean, people even say that like he that they would like edit the videos so he's going at like 1.25 times instead of one to make it look fast. I don't know.
But you know what? It doesn't even matter whether you like him or not. You have to give him credit to where he's at.
It's funny. Not to get into the whole like 2A like YouTuber gun tuber sort of like drama or whatever, because I don't really care. I don't know him. I have nothing against him. But like I feel like people, and I actually have a lot of T-Rex Arms holsters. I like them a lot. And I respected kind of where he came from. I feel like a lot of people in the 2A community like didn't really like him at first because he was kind of dweeby, he had like the like skinny jeans, right? Yeah. But then once he got like kicked out by his weird brothers or whatever, everyone's like, "Go, Lucas, go! We got your back." And so it's so interesting.
Yeah, it's funny. It was funny to follow.
It was very interesting. Yeah. I haven't gotten any T-Rex Arm stuff since. I think he started a like a clothing brand or something.
Yeah, he started something new.
Right.
A couple of companies or something.
Yeah.
Right?
But anyway, back to my original point. They had a video where he had someone who came from Japan, I want to say, who was all airsoft.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
All airsoft. So like all they did was like airsoft and like dry fire at home. And it's like, can airsoft skills translate to real, like, real shooting? And this Japanese guy was unbelievable, actually, because you can, like, to me anyway, actually shooting like into a target or whatever is not the hard part. The hard part is the manipulating of the tool of the firearm, right? And you can like, even in your dry firing, you can bring in movement as well if you want. Like you can, the reloads and the malfunctions and everything like that. You can create an environment even just in your own home without spending any money on ammo or whatever, and you can practice like in an incredible way. And this Japanese guy was all over the place, especially with rifle, right? Because rifle, there's obviously much less recoil to deal with.
Right.
You know, handgun, it's hard or impossible to replicate that, you know, that bang, you know, and holding on to a handgun. It's very difficult. But a rifle, you can, I mean, you could get good just with airsoft and dry firing in Japan. I mean,
Yeah.
the kid was crazy.
Well, some people use airsoft for less lethal training, right?